Why you wanna be a diva?
On some flash shit.
Why you wanna be a diva?
Some flash
You're a demon. You need holy oil.
Brunch Patty, Brunch Patty, whoa. The Brunch Patty, whoa. The Brunch Patty, whoa.
Welcome back to the Brunch Patty Wall, where drinks and entertainment are on me. Liking and subscribing, also free. And sharing and commenting are just a little tip to let me know I'm doing a good job. Now let's get into the video. The Streamer University is already done. And I had to make a video on it, and I'm like, I know, it's already done. The internet just moves so fast. I just want to get that out the way first. Before I get into it, Streamer University is a flagship annual event where streamers, aspiring streamers, already established streamers come together and they network, they have fun, they make streams and content together. And it's put on none other by Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat is such a big name in the streamer industry that it is almost synonymous with streaming itself. I wanted to speak specifically on this interaction because I don't think people have brought up the perspective that I have, and I also don't think that the interaction was fair from the get-go. There's a lot to unpack, so let's talk about it.
On some flash shit.
Why you wanna be a diva?
Some flash
You're
shit.
a demon. You need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming and you're getting your clips.
Being a man that is a believer, I feel as though that phrase, there is no such hate as Christian love, it proves itself more and more each day. People should be able to express themselves however they feel. Why do you think I have the Brunch Patty Wall? Okay, this is not a space for people to be judgmental about anything. I'm a straight black man sitting on a brunch patty. I made the grass wall. I thought it was cool. That's how I wanted to express myself. I won this sign at, I think it was an ugly sweater party. And I was like, that's cool. That'll go perfect at my wall. I'm expressing myself, you know? I don't think it's fair for people to look on the outside in at stuff that they wouldn't be comfortable with and push that judgment onto other people. If Diva's the way he wanted to express himself, so be it, you know? Like, who cares? I'm a straight man with a brunch patty wall. It is what it is. People can express themselves however they want to. And it's not your job to police that. Also, in this interaction, I wanted to commend Blackboy Max because when getting confronted like that, it's very easy for people to crash out, but he kept his composure. He listened until eventually it got too much to the point where he decided to walk away. When I watched it, I felt for Max, but at the same time, I commend that strength. I feel like this conversation was unwarranted. And I know what you're thinking, Brandon. He bullied this man for 3 minutes straight. Of course, it was unwarranted. But the thing is, if you are concerned about somebody doing something, anything, it doesn't even have to be the situation that Blackboy Max was doing. It could be anything. You cannot push that issue if you do not have a relationship with that person. I often look at it like this, right? If there's an issue or, you know, someone rubs you the wrong way, there is an equation that lets you know I can talk to this person about this. And the equation goes like this: relationship times time. Okay. You have to build those two. Those are the most important things for you to call out anybody, plus care. If you don't have all three of those, you should not be pressing anybody on any issue. Blackboy Max was excited to meet Ojay. So it wasn't even that he knew Ojay. He was going to meet Ojay, and that's their first interaction. And Ojay's already judging Blackboy Max. That's not fair because he didn't have the time. He didn't have the relationship. And so this conversation literally breeds no care at all. And you want to know how I know it doesn't breathe any care? Because of his reaction.
Niggas who don't fuck with me, or like viewers and fans, if they, like if they, how do I explain it, hate on me or don't fuck with me, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know them. But on my own platform, it's like, damn, bro, if you fucked with me and really felt that way, why would you say on the stream in front of hundreds of niggas? You don't care about it for real. You just know it go viral.
He said something so harmful that literally made Blackboy Max recluse. How is that love, bro? And plus on top of that, when you don't have the time in a relationship, Blackboy Max has always been like this. He's always been like this. That's just how he expresses himself. He's been like that since he started streaming. And you, OJ, did not have a relationship to bring that up to him. That brings me to my next point. If you're going to do that, why did it have to be in front of the cameras? A hard conversation should never be held in front of people. You know what I mean? A, you didn't have the right to correct. B, the things you were correcting weren't things that needed to be corrected. And C, you did it in front of people. That is all three just straight across the board disrespectful. And after trying to understand OJ's perspective of where he was coming from, past like the homophobia and all that, I was trying to really understand where he was coming from as an individual. And I think he was just concerned that Blackboy Max was just doing a lot. A, don't be homophobic. B, reword it. C, don't do it in public. And D, have time in relationship. Just talk to the man. Figure out what's going on. Do it off stream. If you really cared about the person, you would do that. You would invest the time. But OJ, he doesn't care. He wants to seem like he cares, but he doesn't truly care. And he was also being homophobic. So there's that. But I'm rooting for Blackboy Max and expressions out there. I just hope that it doesn't put too much of a sour taste in his mouth to continue streaming and all that stuff. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video.